Then there's preservation. Keeping things in the state in which we find them. Or in the words of the Wilderness Act of 1964, wilderness is land untrammeled by man, where man himself is a guest and does not remain. What I want to do is just read some passages to you out of Job 38 and 39. You know what's going on in Job here? Job basically has questioned two things about God. Number one, he's questioned is God really in charge? Is God really in control? It seems like God is out of control because all these bad things are happening to Job. And the second thing he's challenging is God's justice. If you were just God, then what I'm experiencing ought to be balanced. The punishment ought to fit the crime, and it doesn't. Therefore, I question that you're just. Come down here, God, and explain yourself to me. Justify yourself. Chapters 40 and 41 deal with the issue of justice. 38 and 39 deal with the issue of control. Is God really in control? And God doesn't say to Job, shut up, I'm in control. He has these wonderful verses. Who is this who darkens counsel? He says, where were you when I laid the earth's foundation? Tell me if you understand. Who marked off its dimensions? Surely you know. Who stretched a measuring line across it? On what were its footings set? Who laid its cornerstone? While the morning stars sang together and the angels shouted for joy. Who shut up the sea behind doors when it burst forth from the womb, when I made the clouds its garment? Have you journeyed to the springs of the sea or walked in the recesses of the deep? Have you entered the storehouse of the snow or seen the storehouse of the hail, which I reserve for times of trouble? Who cuts a channel for the torrents of rain and a path for the thunderstorm to water a land where no man lives? Does the rain have a father? Who fathers the drops of dew? Do you know where the mountain goats give birth? Do you watch when the doe bears her fawn? Do you know the time they give birth? They crouch down and bring forth their young. Their labor pains are ended. Their young thrive and grow strong in the wild. They leave and do not return. Probably my favorite. The wings of the ostrich flap joyfully, but they cannot compare to the pinions and feathers of the stork. She lays her eggs in the ground and lets them warm in the sand, unmindful that a foot may crush them, that some wild animal may tramp them. She treats her young harshly, as if they were not hers. She cares not that her labor was in vain, for God did not endow her with wisdom or give her a share of good sense. Yet when she spreads her feathers to run, she laughs at the horse and rider. Job, I made the ostrich dumb, but I made her fast, just for my pleasure. And wild things like that bring God pleasure. Wild things that He created with the great diversity ought not thoughtlessly to be abandoned. He says, does the hawk take flight by your wisdom? Does the eagle soar at your command? He dwells on a cliff and stays there at night. Rocky crag is his stronghold. From there he seeks out his food. His eyes detect it from afar. His young ones feast on blood, and where they are slain, there he is. Baird Callicott, who I quoted negatively yesterday, says this, he's an environmental ethicist at North Texas State University in Denton. He says, the Judeo-Christian stewardship environmental ethic is especially elegant and powerful. It also exquisitely matches the requirements of conservation biology. The Judeo-Christian stewardship environmental ethic confers objective value on nature in the cleanest and most ambiguous of ways, by divine decree. Callicott's not a believer. but he recognizes the beauty in this theocentric view of the environment.
Biola University offers a variety of biblically centered degree programs, ranging from business to ministry to the arts and sciences. Visit biola.edu to find out how Biola could make a difference in your life.